on the lute, all the strings are doubled, except for the first, the chanterelle. And that doubled stringing gives you a sort of a chorusy effect, a doubled sound when you hear two pitches rather than one. Compared to our modern classical guitar, lutes can seem rather small, lightweight, and with very low tension strings. For me, the sound difference is mainly that the lute can seem soft, very intimate, but actually I think it has a magical, soft, silvery sound that really is what the charm of the lute is all about. And since we also know that this was originally for lute, I thought I'd just play just the opening, the A section, on the lute for you, and right after followed by the guitar, just so we can listen to the difference. I should mention, in case you're interested, on both instruments, I'm using gut on the top strings, sheep intestine, and then I have synthetic gut on the rest of my lute, and then just normal wound strings on the guitar. I'm also not using nails at the moment. So personally, I think it sounds really lovely on both instruments for slightly different reasons. After hearing the lute, which is soft, silvery, and bright, the guitar sounds super bassy and warm. Another obvious difference I hear besides the overall timbre of the instruments is that, of course, on the lute, all the strings are doubled, except for the first, the chanterelle. And that doubled stringing gives you a sort of a chorusy effect, a doubled sound when you hear two pitches rather than one. It gives it sort of a thickness. Also on the lute I have actually just more strings in general. I have another string as if I had a seventh string on the guitar, which means that the cadences, when I go boom, I can play an actually bum, boom. I can play a low B if you think of it on the guitar, or a D on the lute. But don't worry, we don't actually need that low octave on the guitar. The original version of this piece and several others were published for a 6-course lute and don't have that note. It's just that other editions of the piece threw it in. By the way, if you want to hear the full performance of that piece on lute compared to a full performance on the guitar, you can head over to my YouTube channel where I'm going to do just that. Pavan is a Renaissance dance, and in fact in late Renaissance England, the pavan was one of the dominant dances of the repertory. The dance itself is felt in 2, meaning we have 1,